All right, everybody. It is time. If you are like me, you woke up this morning and you hopped on and were, clicking on things, checking things, and you either got a Discord or you actually went and read the announcement. Yep, it's true. K45 is coming. Yeah, so a little scary, actually. I think, people were on the ragged edge, but, I'm not so sure that, what this is going to mean for everybody, but I think, it's certainly going to change the game. People are frustrated recently,
checking things. And
they don't really know, how they're going to unlock T15s already. Some of them are trying to still work on K40. Some of them are trying to unlock, things like Wonder 3. I mean, there's just so many things to talk about here that I think that to say that Evony's a little bit tone deaf here is kind of an understatement. But, I guess they're doing what they think is right. To me, this is kind of a release for the one percenters. I mean, you really aren't. You already laid a carrot out there for the masses. You've already shown everybody what, a full set of T15s and a big fat keep and 3,000 buffs plus can do. And that carrot really wasn't attainable. I mean, I'm not even there. And I would say I'm play quite a bit and spend a bit and, do all those things that you need to do to get to be one of the bigger keeps out there and more successful keeps, I would say, in general. I'm not trying to toot horns here, but I mean, and I'm not even on the top. I mean, I'm nowhere near that top. I would say I'm in the top 5%, and there's one percenters and two percenters that are bigger, stronger, faster, all those things. It's just the reality of this is the gap is now ginormous. Already was being felt by the masses, and now this gap has just gotten broadened. So, I think that's my general thought on it. Now, that said, I think there is a certain reality that we were all living under, that we were all going to get there someday. Right. And I just don't think that was ever possible. It's just a matter of how close could you get? What were your own goals? What were the things you wanted to do as a team, individually? All those things, the reasons you play, really. I mean, that's kind of what we're talking about here. Not necessarily what, how fast are you going to get to K45? How fast are you going to get to K40 still? Now that is something I think that is an underlying thing we'll talk about as well. Not to mention the fact that they're talking about making things easier in the mail and adding additional things on the maps, possibly additional events, additional functionality. Who knows? Maybe they've actually gone through and allowed some new things to be added that'll actually make it faster. History tells us that's probably not the case, but at the same time, it's possible. We'll see after tonight, after reset, what kind of things, and it's going to take a little while to figure them all out and see what the boxes are when you're opening them up. And what I will tell you is things like Monarch gear. If you've been giving that out to people, I think you're going to regret that. If you've been if you've got a bunch of things that you've been hoarding, I'd hang on to them, open them up after the reset. You might find that your optional packs are, holding a lot more resources. You might find that they're changed and not holding the things you need too. But I think the risk is there. But at the same time, I think it's a good time to just settle in and wait and see what happens after reset. So I wouldn't make a whole bunch of changes today. I would save what you've got. Granted, it's kind of late at this point to be doing anything extra, but hang on to those things. You might be surprised what you're opening up tomorrow versus what you would have opened up today. So just hold tight on some of that. So let's just go through quickly. And the plan here is I'm going to go through this mail. I've got a bunch of hoes that want to hop on here and talk. They're very excited to do their rant. I don't know that I've heard of anyone that's real excited about this. So we're going to try to stay a little bit positive, and then when the hoes get on here, we can go down those negative sides. But so just let's start from the top here. I'll get through this quick, and then I'm going to hop on the Discord channel, and I'm sure I'm going to have 69 people show up and start screaming at me. So we'll try to make it civil, give each person, each player some time to talk, and we'll go down some rabbit holes maybe, but should be fun. Let's get through this though. So first thing, increasing building level cap. Yep, the K45, big change there. I've been around since K25 went to 30, and then K30 went to K40, or K35, and then K40. So I've been through this before, and I would say that this is probably the biggest leap that they've done. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people aren't even to K40. A lot of people don't have one T15 troop, let alone all 4 opened up. So those that will be opening up these T16s, the sooner they do it, potentially the better off they'll be. Now, we're gonna have to see. So, but just gonna stop there. There's plenty to talk about there, but the new building, Council of State. So the monarch can manage the military and political affairs of the city, which is an important step in the kingdom's military political governance systems. Appoint historic generals to military titles and positions to receive attribute bonuses. So I'm guessing there's a new building in there, and you can add a duty general of some sort, maybe potentially multiple duty generals to, add strength to your in-city defense. Maybe it's for your attacks. I don't know. We'll just have to see what that's all about, but that's interesting. Something new, something more to potentially buy and win in an event, or let's be honest, buy. New advanced troops, so that's T16s coming out. Obviously, that'll be when you reach K45, so that will be a long way off for many of us. Adjusting the subordinate city capacity. So there's 2 additional subordinate city slots that can be unlocked after certain conditions are met. I'm assuming that's just, like before, keep level. So potentially, if I had to guess, it's K43 and then, or K42, maybe even K45. You'll get an additional slot. It might be VIP. It might be, there's a whole lot of options there. It might be, back to moving up the honor rank. The VIP might be, one thing, the way to do it, and then also just the honor rank system, or the whatever that thing is that I haven't worried about for many a time. So that'll be interesting to see. What'll also be interesting to see is if they've added 2 slots, and the max is going to be 11 now, or it's going to be 12 if you've been one of the 3 people that have purchased an additional slot, or how many ever there are. Hopefully they still get the benefit of that extra one that they purchased. All right, so new buildings, ideal land will officially land. Okay. Ancient ruins style, under thousands of years. Do I really need to read all this? You can clear the ruins. I don't know. Looks like a new building. Maybe something out on the map itself. Collect civilization landscapes. Freely place them in the ideal land and constructed. Okay. So it looks like we can build some things potentially on each server potentially, or there's going to be additional buildings that are like temples. I don't know. It looks like some things in your inventory. Yeah, I'm not going to try to guess on what some of these are. Technological and academic innovations, new melee formations and long-range formations. Research melee and long-range formations in the military academy to further improve the military level of the city. So yeah, you're looking like potentially defense increases as well as maybe attack increases. They call them formations, but if you remember, Military Academy has a lot of formation-based leveling that you do in there. So I think that's just more of the same, if I had to guess. And then there are new defense advances, research defense advances in the academy. So in the regular academy, it looks like. So they'll finally be utilizing. So those of you that upgraded your academy to level 40, which I don't know many, you potentially going to have some things you can research right out of the gate. So that'll be fun. You can build a new in traps. I don't even want to mention it, but I saw some video on some dude put out about traps, and don't bother. Just don't bother. Now, hopefully, maybe what this means is they've realized that traps are useless and don't actually do anything. And they've changed the mechanics of the traps as well as put some upgraded ones. But to me, it looks like more traps, more resource use for something that's not really giving you much benefit. Awakening the power of spirit beasts. Whoa. Awakening spirit beasts. This could be interesting. Spirit beast seal and innate skills. After reaching a certain level, your siren, your nighttail fox, and your pegasus will unlock spirit beast seal features. Each seal provides unique attributes. Operating seals can unlock. Okay. So basically, we're giving active skills potentially, or just additional skills to the purchased spirit beast. So again, free to play folks, I'm sorry, but you probably don't have those. I could be wrong on that. Maybe some of those you can get as free to play, but increased dragon talent level cap. You can raise dragon talent to a higher level to gain higher attribute bonuses. So another level of active skills for your dragons. I'm hoping, please tell me that I can't get level 20 dragons now. I will go out of my mind. I can't tell you anything worse in the game than having to log in every day and open materials and freaking click. Come on. I don't want to do any more of that. If somebody could create a bot to do that, I would do it and risk getting banned. All right, so event optimizations. So here's what I was hoping for. The value of most packages will be significantly increased. Okay, so just basically you can, including some holiday packages, some event packages, and some limited packages. So basically, there's probably going to be $100 or $200 pack that you can buy and get some amazing rewards that will just cost more and really not give you much more. After the version update, most rewards will be comprehensively increased, including monsters, battlefield, regular events, and holiday events. So, like I said, don't open any of your boxes today. Let's take a look. I would take a look at some of your details on those boxes, and you can probably look to see what they might do tomorrow when you open those details and compare those a little bit. And oh my god, I'm so happy about the Garuda change. The number of Garudas you can summon on the map and the rewards will be improved, and the chance to challenge the excellent Garuda through Alliance will be added. I mean, this is something that I will be waking up early in the morning at 2 a.m. just to see how many Garudas I can actually pop. I mean, those events are awe-dropping. I mean, inspiring. Just I can't tell you how excited I am about Garudas. I do know there is one guy in my Alliance who shall be named, left nameless. He's going to be very excited about the Garudas. Add a hard mode to the Undead Invasion event. Hard mode is more challenging, but you can earn more scores and rewards. Super exciting. The fact is we skip event, the Undead event now because it's just useless. So we'll give it a try, see what it does. Maybe they improved even lower level ones. New resource pots, richer resources, that makes sense. You can now not have to change out your farms as regularly because you're going to have resource tiles that go up to 15 or sorry, up to 18 or 20 now. I don't know that if they made it faster or something, that would actually improve, but this really just means less maintenance, less time for your quote unquote alts. Kill new boss monsters on the map to earn more generous rewards. So now instead of 2 million, you're going to get 2.1 million, which will really help you get to that K40 all that much more. I will say in the past, when they've released changes like these to the monsters, they typically they have gone too far and then they throttle them back because people are growing too fast. I would take advantage of the release tomorrow because I suspect they'll nerf the rewards in a coming update, maybe after the next event, something like that. What they're trying to do is get you interested, getting you to play more, getting you to, think that it's going to be amazing, and then they'll quietly nerf it behind the scenes. Beast Tide, the new monsters will be unlocked. So Beast Tide. After completing the newly added Poem of History quest. Good lord. Somebody's going to have to explain that one to me when it comes out, because the action priority of level 15 and level 16 siege machines is increased. Who knows what that means, other than if you don't have T15s or T16 siege, which, not only is it a T15 and T16, but the hardest T15 to open. They probably made them just stronger for you. So, me about 50 billion power, I'm going to be harder to kill for you when you want to come and kill me. Amazing. Now, this could change as well on the rallies. Maybe they're more effective in rallies, which would be nice for those that have them open. But again, that skill gap and that change in gap is going to be monumental for many players. So, yeah, I did. I have to say I am not real happy about this. What I would have liked to seen is them to release all these things and not release K45 and not the T16s. Like, why not? Why not improve the game? Why not improve all the things you need, but not change the skill gap? And then in, say, 6 months or a year, up the keep size, up the T16s and new troops, because then you have a bigger percent. Let's say the top 25% in sort of progress would have the opportunity to actually take advantage of what I think most of this is going to be, and that's that skill gap change, or that, not even skill gap. Skill gap's not the right word, just pure gap in the pay to play versus pay to win, or pay to win versus, free to play. So yeah, I think that they're a little bit tone deaf on, they're missing the point of what they need to release here, and that should have been all those things to help people catch up to 40 faster. And then like I said, 6 months down the road, release Keep 45, release Keep, all the new research, release different things that are going to be added, but they should have made it easier for people to get to 40, catch up, and actually make more people interested. Because I think what they're going to end up doing is, like I've heard most today, is, this is probably the excuse I needed to quit. I really can't get to the pinnacle of Keep 40 and T15s even yet. On top of, the buffs and all the other things that you need to do, the tech scrolls and all the things you need for research. And I mean, there's so many things that so many people haven't had the opportunity to work on, that I think this is just going to be the next excuse to hang it up. And so we'll see. We'll see what, I think some people are waiting to see what happens when it comes out. And then, then they'll make choices. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But what I do know is that I had a number of people wanting to hop on stream. So what I'm going to do is I am going to hop over to my Discord, not my Discord, the Hose Discord. We're all Hose, it's not mine. And we're going to invite some folks to come on, live stream chat, the voice chat, and, let's give us your comments, questions, and maybe we can talk a little bit. But keep in mind, there's probably going to be a bunch of people. Watch there be nobody show up. But yeah, let's we'll see how it goes, if we can get people to get on here and do some talking about their feelings. Because you know how much we like to, as the hoes, like to talk about their feelings. I know Meat Man, he was wanting to get on here. He was the first one that hit me up this morning on, when are you streaming about this? I have heard some people putting their keeps up for sale. I've heard of some people freedoming their accounts, and I did send out a note to our group. I just told them, listen, this is not, it's coming, it's here. Many people are going to have different reactions. A lot of people, like I said, are thinking of quitting. Maybe stay for the release and see what it's like. Some might be excited for the new content, and some might just not care and they keep playing like they always have played. That's fine too. All I would tell everyone is before you do something that you're going to regret, and that's maybe, zero out your account or just, orphan it, do whatever it is you're going to do. It might be just time to put the pause button on for a minute and just let's see what happens. Because at the end of the day, I'm here for the groups and the fun and the activity. It's not about, do I have the Keep 40 thing? Do I have, all the T15s open? Hey, Nars, I see you there.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of glad you read through that stuff, because once I saw K45, I kind of stopped reading. But I guess it doesn't surprise me a bit. But I agree 100% that they're a little premature with that. Yeah. I got 27 buildings before I got all my T15s.
Right.
So I got quite a ways to go. But
right.
I'll just keep plugging. I guess that.
What else are you gonna do? It's like.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The gap is going to get bigger on that side of it, but I guess it dealt with that when 15s came out and everybody had 15s immediately. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Some had 15s immediately.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a shock when it happens, but I think it's just it just don't run away quite yet. And I get also that the grind is real and we're still not there. For most people still aren't there, but I don't know, you just got to think about why you're playing, and do you still enjoy the people? Do you still enjoy the activity and all the fun? And maybe you don't. Maybe this is what you need. Some people, I think, like I said before, need the excuse to just be done with it, which I get that too.
Yeah.
So where's everybody? Nars, it could be just you and I doing.
Well, that's all right. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy hanging out sometimes, and so
yeah, it's an activity. It's entertainment, right? At the end of the day.
Yep.
It just doesn't. I know for me, this summer has been really busy. And I did a move recently, so I've been offline a lot. But now I'm interested to just kind of check these things out at least. I'm not running away. Meat Man's here. You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you got? What do you got to say? You were the first one that hit me up this morning. Did you free them yet, or what's your deal?
Yeah, dude, I zeroed all my accounts. No, I'm just kidding.
You heard it here.
No, I just think it's they're going to end up with a bunch of players that coin and don't want to play with each other because there's no competition.
Right? So, don't you think? It's not only going to affect those that haven't coined and gotten to those levels, but those that are going to coin, they're going to have even a bigger gap that nobody can play with them.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, right now you got a big gap. K40s. You got K40s that are max tech, a lot of the extra shit, and then you've got the K40s that are still at 150 mil tech and T15, and now they're going to add a bunch more tech, and all of a sudden you're going to have just a larger gap, probably 4K attack buffs, that you can't debuff. These other players can't debuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting, my guess is just like they did with the victory column to get K36. I think they're going to do that to unlock the additional sub slots. So people are going to have to pay for those somehow.
Don't you think? Yeah, I think you're right.
So
yeah, they might allow one way to get it through what is it, the honor ranking or whatever, but I suspect it's going to turn into more paying.
Yep. Civ Gear's 2 years old, and you still can't get it. And they just made another way to make a pay for play to get
Right.
Civ gear. So
Right.
you can push all you want for troop level and troop tiers, but you're fucked if you can't buy the buffs.
Oh, for sure. Well, if you guys have the stream on your browser or you're listening, something else, you might be getting a little echo. So you might want to shut off your stream if you got your mic open. Okay, Goku.
VIP 50.
VIP 50, here we come. Do you think what's his name? Who am I thinking of? Our guy over on 50 there. He's VIP 25. I don't know. There's quite a few of them. Do you think they're excited they'll be able to get maybe VIP 50 now?
I don't know, dude. This game is dead.
Don't you think? I mean, I think that's going to be dead, but at the same time, I think like, how bad can it get? A lot of people stay bubbled anyway. What are they going to miss out on? I don't know. Anybody else want to share? Pork me, you're out there. Goku, you want to share your feelings? Let's hear it. What do you think?
I don't have any feelings.
Come on.
Goku
crushed him?
Destroyed my feelings.
Destroyed all your feelings? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody help us out. What do you think?
My biggest problem is the game is basically a team game, so I don't have any problem going from K40 to K45, but as far as my team, they can't make it that far.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No. Keep going.
Most of my team is, small coiners, small keeps. Most of them aren't to K40, or if they are to K40, they have one T15 unlocked.
Right.
I've got 3 unlocked, and I coin, pretty good. Not crazy, but
yeah. You're not Sir Philip, but you do enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just catching up on everything, and I was pretty excited. I just maxed some blazons out for attack, and but now it's kind of looking dismal. Yeah,
I know a guy yesterday asked me for Craftsman because he was going to pop his K40 today. He was super excited. And then we got the mail. Anyway, yeah.
For a small coiner, I'm K38. K40 doesn't scare me anymore.
Right? Maybe.
I can take a few hits and I'm okay. But now if I run into a K43, K44, I'm screwed. It's the same story of when you hit K35 and you feel good and you see the K40. You're like, crap.
Does anybody have any confidence in the new bosses, the new drops? I mean, I'd even go as far as to say the new rewards in the purchase packs.
Zero
Crap.
Yeah, you're probably right, Duka. What do you think, Duka? Are you excited or no?
No.
No.
That will be such bullshit, such a buggy game. Oh my god, the update tomorrow will be the worst. There will be.
That's not true. We are going to be so excited, and everything will be pretty. And
Anji, do you think they'll add some different colors or something to make it more prettier?
She wants big. She wants only big.
Yeah, pink
keeps. Only pretty stuff. You can buy yourself pink soup now, and those pretty things.
I do know that 3.5 thousand people are excited about it.
Oh my god!
Out of the
kill them all.
Out of the 16K that responded.
How much is now?
I think 2.8 of those are
bots.
Customer service accounts.
Yeah, customers are bots. Yeah, they created their own. They've got alts to up their number.
It's all the alts they banned.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They automatically voted for them. Yeah.
We're negative 13.4 though. That's pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's. I just don't know what that does. I mean, it's obviously it's not going to change anything.
Clearly, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm hoping they delay it. I think if they take my advice and they just say, okay, we're not going to release Cape 45 and we're not going to release T16s. We're just going to release the things that can make it get to 40 faster. Like they could add all these things new 40 buildings and then add Keep 45 later. Why wouldn't they have done it that way?
Oh yeah, I agree.
I mean, that would have been
I
so
was
much
really
better.
hoping they will wait a little bit longer than they just finish with new sleeve gear and they doing updates straight away.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they got about 2 ways to save this catastrophe, and it's either going to be mass mergers with servers, or it's going to be just a ridiculous amount of resources to kind of like, they can't really go back and say, oh, K40 is only 20 bill of each resource now. But what they can do is they can devalue the resources, and you can buy more for packs and, gather faster and, get more drops from monsters. That's about all they really have to save this, I think, from just being a catastrophe.
Yep.
Why couldn't they lower
We all say the same about K40. Half the players said, I quit, and we just going and more also. So.
Lots of players did quit, and that's why we have all of those K35s.
But I think it's different.
Sometimes.
I think it's a little different from when 35 or when 40 released, though, because so many people were 35. And I know I was 35 for a long time before 40 came out. And it was like, okay, here we go. Now finally, because we just had a lot of people catching up. There was a lot of parity. Frankly, it was starting to get boring. So when K40 came out, it kind of inspired everyone. I just don't think we're there yet. It's too big of a gap. So we'll see.
I think the biggest difference between the 35 to 40 and the 40 to 45 is that at 35, when we were max, not everything costs money.
Yes, true. Civ gear and all the things. Yeah. Yep. Good point.
Well, you could grind it at 35 without a problem.
Right.
Another big thing too is that K35 and 7 billion power. You'd go into All Stars and you didn't have to worry about being hit. You couldn't really be zeroed because it was a 12.5, mil rally.
Yep.
So they kind of had to do something to prevent people from getting so big that they couldn't be rallied.
Right.
And so K40 makes sense. But now, we zeroed Ginster in All Stars not very easily, but 90 bill power zeroed. And now we've got K45. It just there's no
any predictions on the rally size is going to be for K45?
100.
100.
I think that 100 million glitch was probably part of it.
What? Say that again.
I said I think that 100 million glitch that they were having in All Stars was probably part of
it. Yeah. No.
That was really ouch.
Yeah, it definitely could be. It definitely could be they pre-released something on accident and it allowed it. And they shouldn't. I don't know. We'll see. Could be. Although they were over 100 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New bosses with gold would be really nice.
Yeah, they did the undead, but they didn't do anything to Vikings. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's...
They should have done a hell mode with Vikings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We are also thrilled to play this fucking undead again.
Yeah, undead.
I can't wait. Like Garuda. They should put Garudas in undead events. All the shit together.
Fucking Garudas. Oh my god.
I know, of all the things that you update Undead and Garudas, like the two things that people care about.
Yeah.
The most useless event in the game, and you fucking update them.
It's probably all the alt alliances that kick it off every week that they thought it was really popular. So
I'm gonna go play with them.
Yeah, I'm going to the alts. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what else? I don't have any.
Not anymore. But anyway, anybody else got more thoughts? Any other angles? I mean, we've talked about quite a few, but feelings?
I mean, the big fan.
Go ahead, Duca.
The gap will just be immense, so huge between a major coiner and a regular coiner.
Yeah. Well, imagine free to play
with
even on
the
top
military
of that.
academy, with all the fucking shit that is they release. You can't keep. You you can't compete anymore.
Yeah.
So, and if they have a 10 million merch size with Rally Spot K45, what will you do with 10 million in your face?
Yep.
You will be a fucking one tap under 5 billion or 7 billion. I don't know.
That's a good point.
This
March
will be
size, just the solo sizes are going to be insane. Imagine getting cleared at 6 billion.
Yeah.
What's the rally size going to increase to?
Yeah, we're saying 100. We think maybe 100.
Yeah. I'm thinking 100. I'm thinking 100. It's like 60 right now, ain't it?
Yeah, like 65.
Yeah, but who will be able to actually get that?
Fill it.
Like so many players still not
No.
able to finish MA4, even push 5.
Right.
Well,
because of
probably,
the gold and the speeds. So who will
they'll
actually
probably,
take that?
They'll probably merge a bunch of servers, and then they'll probably increase the amount of people that can play Bach.
Well, let's talk about that. So Meatman brought that up. So I mean, if you think about what the ramifications of, let's say they decide we're going to have 30 people going into battlefields. That'll work for Hot and RSP and some of those guys. But I can't get 20. I can't get 20 people to play. 25 is hard to stretch.
They're going to have to merge because, I mean, even if you get 25, right, and most of those people probably aren't K40s, you know,
right.
You're still not going to be able to fill a rally.
Right.
You know, I mean, we struggle. We're a pretty solid alliance at 261. I mean, we rank up top 10 in challenge, and we struggle to fill. I mean, even in challenge, we're like 40, maybe 45, and that's about it.
Yep.
So now you're talking about 100. So they're going to have to increase alliance size.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably expect more, alliance capacity science and all that stuff.
Alliance science. Oh my God.
I know in RSD we can get 50 million rallies currently, but it's far and few between.
Yeah.
But if they go to 45
about you
players,
big guys we got in here. We're just talking about us plebs, us normal, like where I can't even hardly get 40, let alone you guys can fill.
Well, it's not all that prevalent.
Yeah, no, I know.
If we get everybody to play, we can fill 50, no problem. But there's a lot of times where people are so busy with life, they just can't get on to fill the rally and play, and
right.
I mean, we kind of struggle.
What's that?
They could have reduced to 1 hour and make so many more slots, but
yeah.
Why 2 hour battlefield? Why?
Right.
I get it for All Star, but the regular battlefields they should shorten to 1 hour.
Especially on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why they, all these things have been talked about before, been suggested, but yet they continue to just keep upgrading the same things, right? The buffs, the keep size, the disparity in the gap. I think that's probably the biggest concern that I would say most people have. And even the ones at top, I think Meat mentioned it, who is Hot going to play against now? They already have a hard time when they get into battlefields. People don't show up, or they just sit there and take it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah, even we take it. We've played it hot once.
Yeah. Oh no, Foxy, you guys, YBE shows up and we look at it and go, oh, guess what, guys? This will be fun. Let's just try to cross rain and we'll, maybe kill one guy and we're all dead. And I'm not saying you guys are meanies like they are, but I mean, it's the same demoralizing thing. There's just going to be more and more of that.
Yeah, it's not fun for us either.
No, it isn't. It's just, you don't learn anything as a team. You don't.
No.
It's just.
Yeah.
Fast
rain.
Yeah.
But you don't fast rain.
We got crushed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't the
yeah. No, it's going to be fascinating to see. Have you guys had anybody just out and out just dump the game today? And
No, I think everyone is waiting for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even Chaps said he will drop the game.
Yeah.
So
he's got a lot invested.
And say something as his account. Okay.
Who's that?
I said I saw one guy in my alliance. No, actually two people in my alliance today say something about selling their account.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys all know saying that and doing it, and then actually getting somebody to purchase it is a leap too sometimes. But I get it. That's the initial reaction. Is I'm done with this. We'll just see if it actually happens.
I think recently with the pink gems and also the Evony purge, I'm calling it. I feel like that did get rid of a few people, and that the ones now that are kind of hanging on the edge of their seat, waiting to see what happens tomorrow, are kind of the people who have been sticking through that original big shift with everyone leaving. So we're kind of here for the long haul if we're here still.
I tend to agree, and I think because it's the same exact thing. And I did say this, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I did say when they did that crackdown, I think K45's coming. I mean, this is what they did when 40 came. I was kind of joking at the time, but I'll claim I knew. But it's crazy. So I agree with you, Zarina. I think that people have lived through that and realized, okay, they did it for a purpose. Now they're going to leave us all alone, and now we can grow again. We can use those alts potentially. We can maybe do it a little differently and get better rewards for some of these monsters. So maybe we do actually have a better game going forward. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just going to wait and see how it goes and decide afterwards how I want to.
Yeah.
What I want to do.
Yeah, that was my whole message today was don't rush.
Let's wait for Genghis. He knows.
Gargle.
He will stream about that.
What were you saying?
I'll say I hope they find a way that we can port to random servers during SVS and hit people.
Dude,
that would be amazing if they had some kind of weird
possibility way to do that. Yeah. Maybe that was testing. Maybe they actually implement that as a new feature, like a new micro feature that only a few will be able to do. If you know the trick.
No.
Goku knows. Goku knows.
Goku does not know what you're speaking about.
Oh yeah, I forgot it as his attorney. I forgot.
I know.
The good news is if we all freedom, we could release that sweet video that we have from those glitches.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Oh yes. Let's do it. So we can go play Sims together.
Yeah, Sim City.
Diablo. We all play. We all will play Diablo.
Yeah, me and Goku are running.
I want to play Sims.
Wait. What was that, Meat?
I would say if you do release that video, the thumbnail has to be Hans's T11 rally.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gotta be the thumbnail.
For sure. That'll be the report, the sort of the tease to come in and watch. Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
she loves T11s.
I volunteer to take Tears T11 after update. Let's do it.
Let's do it. How about any thoughts on the actual changes? I mean, this thing where they talk about T15, T16 Siege? Like what specifically mechanics?
T15?
Yeah. Do you already know how they work?
I think they're gonna drop. I think T1 are gonna become less effective. They're gonna find some way to manipulate that kind of trap aspect out of the game.
Yeah, the action priority is what they
so
say.
Many people game.
What's that, Goku?
Research.
You think it's research?
Yeah, it is.
Action
100%.
priority. But action priority, what does that mean? Like in a battle mechanic sense, what are they allowing the 15s and 16s to do that they aren't already doing just based on the fact that they're the top level?
I think this is just range.
You think it's a range?
Yeah, it's gotta be the range.
I
Right
think,
now-
they
right now,
will
15
change the range.
14.
Yeah, it's got to be range.
Well,
think,
remember when this happened before? Maybe it actually is making the T1s even stronger. We're going to start rallying again with T1s.
That would be fantastic.
T1's bomb.
Yeah.
Or
the
here's a
T1 bomb.
scary thought: T16s can penetrate the bubbles.
Ooh.
Oh,
Action priority meaning bubble poppers. Oh my gosh. You heard it here.
we love it.
Blood.
Nostradamus speaks. That's good.
You want to quit? That's the way to do it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I would definitely have to go to a non-nap server if that happened. It would just have too much fun.
Oh God,
Yeah.
server brutal.
What would prevent them
Stop
from
up.
reducing the cost of Keep 40?
Nothing.
Money.
I don't think they will.
They
I think
won't.
their measure is we'll make you grind in their mind. We'll make you grind it easier. But I just don't think that's ever proven out in the past. Now they did add yimmers. They did add the pans and such, but I think it's still a little bit of a mess.
I've played other games where they did that. They added keeps and then they reduced the requirements for lower buildings.
Yeah. I think that'd be too much math for them to figure out, but
Did they ever do that in the past, though?
no.
I don't think they ever did that before.
No, they never did reduce anything.
The only thing they've done is they put in that silly, which I never built on this account, but the arsenal thing where you could upgrade. And that was purely due to the fact at the time when you were K25, you had so many T10s that people were so mad they had already made a few million at the time. Can you imagine just having a few million and that seeming like a lot? But they had millions of troops, and they were like, "Oh, this is crazy! I just dumped all these resources." And so they're like, "Okay, well, we'll allow you to upgrade those at a reduced cost." And that made sense for a little bit, but at the end of the day, now you know that obviously the layers and other things are so much more important. You don't ever use that building, but they maybe they'll do a stopgap. Maybe one of these buildings is with that in mind, that same concept that really is kind of a short-term fix for some of it. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm very interested to see all of the new things with traps.
Yeah, the traps. Like of all things, the traps. Do people actually
What are
build
they saying about
traps?
the traps?
Well, basically that they're adding new trap levels, and I don't know if they actually said they're going to be more effective. No, you can build new traps.
Are you saying you don't build traps?
No, never built them.
I build traps.
I'm totally maxed out.
Why?
I don't know.
You probably could have your T15s
There's a
open.
video that just came out from that guy that says that you should build one and only one particular type of trap because it will help
He's a fucking
destroy
idiot.
the layers. You can get soloed.
He's a complete moron.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The guy that gargles.
No, different guy.
Yeah.
They actually one of his brothers, I think, but yeah, it's weird. It's just a weird deal. He is like one fact that he expands into an entire mechanical understanding, which I think he's just his initial assumptions are wrong.
Trash will help you break down the layers of the enemy you're attacking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
How do you send? Yeah, it makes no sense. It just doesn't.
Well, we will know about Academy more tomorrow because Chris already have 36.
Yeah, thanks to Muff.
Did Muff tell you to upgrade it?
Yeah, 36. I was so mad.
It's like, Chris, you should do Academy 36 so we can see if there's something new there.
If there's new buffs, that was.
And I did.
Way to go, Muff.
I did. Back
Of
tomorrow.
course,
Yeah.
So what about the new general duties or whatever? It's got military positions it talks about that you can do. It's like, once again, so many people have probably sold so many generals.
Right. They're appointing historic generals to military titles and positions to receive attribute bonuses. Yeah, I can only imagine it's multiple duty gens that have specific roles. I don't know. The thing is, if they introduce specific things to, like, say, help keep defense, let's say, it's going to help everyone, but it's also going to help those top 1%ers that are already impossible to kill. Like, this is the gap thing, the understanding they don't have. Yeah. They just don't. They miss the point. And I know their point is to make money, so that's what they're going to do. But I think that's where people just are going to get fed up a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see.
They will lose money. From now on, they will lose money. That's for sure.
I think
all that crap, they won't make any more money.
Yeah.
I think the main plan, if you're gonna stay in the game and proceed, I think definitely Hefe touched on it earlier. When they first do the update, the bosses they roll out have an astronomical extra amount of resources in them. So I'd suggest run all your bots, run everything, get as much as you can, just hammer the piss out of them bosses.
Yeah.
And then maybe a week, 2 weeks during consumption, clear all your alts, take advantage of it all, and then see what they do. If they don't ban us,
yeah, I think, and I do think people have started to test the waters there, and I've heard, I haven't heard anybody new getting,
Nope.
Resources taken or alts banned, or even their mains getting hurt. It's basically a shot over the bow. They want to even the playing field in their mind. They just are. Like Zarina said, I think you lost a few people during that time. People probably complain more. They hit the unlike button instead of the like button. But at the end of the day, it's, they know what they're doing. Here's the solution for them. It's very simple. Add a 5th type of resource to the new buildings that you have to gather or you have to obtain. Why is it that they have to go about this, hurting people and, banning people and doing all these things that might have just helped them to get to K40 and actually start to enjoy the game more and look forward to the K45. They are tone deaf when it comes to how do I entice people to actually spend the money, whether it's on alts or it's on their mains, or they could have both. They just don't implement it properly, in my opinion.
Well, lots of people did clean ours last few days that I know of, and they definitely were afraid of that maintenance tomorrow.
Well, that's true too.
We will see how that goes. We will see how.
It was good knowing a lot of you.
Yeah.
I'll still be here, but I could be in this room by myself.
What game we going to next?
Yeah, and I jokingly, not even jokingly, I was talking about this with somebody, but I did send Aptoid a note, and I said, listen, there's a lot going on in this game, and I tell you what, I think that we have an opportunity to, if you can tell me a new game that's in beta that's about to release, that's, even remotely similar, where we've got a team concept, we've got, rallying, we've got, progression, we've got a fun community. I bet I could talk a bunch of people coming into that new game. So I sent the feelers out. Let's see if we can find one, but we'll see. We'll see what they come up with. Because Diablo, everybody's joking about that, but that's not a thing. We're going to have, 150 people in an alliance or something.
No.
That's not a thing. We want something more like this. A few of you will. You know what I'm saying? This is just such a different animal. There are other games like this. I think I was talking to Ange earlier. We were talking about the fact that you could go to another game and start on a new server similar to this, where they have other games that are almost exactly like this. But again, it's just starting over, and they're going to have the same issues. I just don't know if that's an answer either, but maybe there's a new game out there.
Maybe not all games are so greedy.
Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe.
War and Order.
I just like things like that.
Go ahead, Goku.
No, War and Order.
Oh, War and Order?
I thought you were saying Law and Order. You want to watch a show?
You want to watch a show? We're going to stream together? Simul stream?
Dun, 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 dun,
dun. War and Order. Is it a new game? Goku, seriously though, is it a new game?
We just want to T11 and that's all we want.
Wait, let Goku talk. What?
Oh, it's been around for a while.
Oh, it has? Okay. I've not heard of that. Well, we can look it up. Get some hoes.
I played Clash of Kings before this.
It was similar?
But they got a little money grabby.
Yeah.
Clash of Kings.
Did they get a lot money grabby?
Not as much as Evony, I'll be honest.
They've reached a new level. No, I think there is that. That's always been a thing though for a lot of people. It's like, well, do we really want to keep doing this? Probably not, but we do.
Yeah, we do. I just like to see too much.
They stopped listening to the.
I just wish they introduced.
If the players could unite, like they all talk about coining strike, but nobody wants to stop coining, and now's the time for, coin strike, which won't happen. But, I suggest that, it's one SVS that people just don't participate. If they see that the players are all united, like they may take a little bit different stance and start to listen. People coining. But if everybody just sat still with SVS and didn't do anything, I think you'd have a chance at them hearing you.
Yeah.
No, the only way that they hear you is you do chargebacks.
Yeah, when Apple shuts down their update system because so many people did chargebacks, that has gotten their attention. I'm showing my King's Party right now. Somehow I didn't realize I even got to cake level 3. I must have had to buy some. Oh, I must have bought something. Oh, I think it was a general. Anyway, I'm already on a coining strike since All Stars, which maybe doesn't say a lot, but there's just nothing that I really want to spend on. But I don't think it's legit because they're going to release this, and there's going to be a whole group of people that are spamming the buy button because they want to be the first and they want to get this thing. And I don't know that now's the time for that, but I agree with you. There's some way that you can get their attention. Those dev meetings, I know Singh had maybe some line into the devs at one point. I think some of that maybe was effective, but I know he got frustrated, and you can even hear it now. He streamed something today. I think I haven't listened to it, but I don't know if he's coming back to play now.
He's excited for it, and he can't wait to see what's going to happen, pretty much.
That's ironic. That's really funny. Well, good. I mean, he's good for the community, so that's good. He's coming back. But you guys don't go over to his, thing.
If they would release some type of debuff for the smaller players, that would help a lot. That you didn't have to coin.
What if they did a thing? You know how when you hit what is it, lower than a K20, you don't get as many resources? Why wouldn't they increase that to like K35? Something like that, where it would be like, okay.
Well, that would suck for my alt.
You'd probably coin them to get them to 35 though, wouldn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why could they add something in to say, okay, the bubble maybe isn't enough. I can't play and do some of the things. Although I can't really think of a thing they can't do under their bubble. I guess maybe they could, I don't know, farm under a bubble. I don't know. They could do things to try to entice people on the growth side of it and say when you get to, even if it's K30, let's just go to K30. Yeah. That might be a thing.
The biggest problem they're going to have is like I said, this is a team game. So if your team members can't compete at all, we can coin to K45 and we can get max buffs and 3,500 buffs and all that, and we'll enjoy it for a month or two while we're soloing everybody. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the team to back you up and rally these big teams,
right?
What do you got?
But I mean, they're also taking away the team aspect. Aren't people getting banned for sending resources to teammates?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So how is this a team game now?
Well, I was that still happening, or was that just a carry forward from the sort of the one apocalyptic? I forget what Zarina called it, but the what was the word?
Evony Purge.
Evony Purge. Yeah. The Purge, the big Purge. I mean, I don't know. Is that still happening, Porky?
Well, I mean, there was one screenshot from Reddit that said, we got banned because we were giving resources to someone that was zeroed.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot where the people were sending it because they were zeroed, and Evony basically said that you're not allowed to send resources to zeroed keeps.
I think it's a little bit of a hit or miss with which customer service agent you get. I think we've all experienced some that are just absolutely like cut and paste from a template, and others who are maybe having a little bit more of a conversation with you. And I kind of feel like that one from Reddit was a little bit more of a cut and paste. It didn't seem like they quite comprehended the question that was being asked of them, because you're right. Like, what other than sending your resources to your alliance city, is there any other reason to transfer? There wouldn't be a button on another person's keep if it wasn't meant for transferring in that regard.
Yeah, I think that was a one-off. I wouldn't, make a rule that's happening still. But yeah, there probably is still things that are out there. And I know that there was some things that came out even the day after that people thought, oh, it's happening again today, when it was really people just logging into those alts and realizing what was going on. So, I mean, we'll see. I think after this release tonight, you'll know more whether, I think if those that cleared over the last few weeks get banned tonight, it was good knowing you. But if we all make it through and there's no, kickback from Evony, I think it's like last time. They just did it as a one-off to sort of even the playing field in their mind and, put you on notice. But we'll see.
Yeah.
If they ban alts, I feel like that would help with the gap, and then it would also elongate their gameplay. So
if they ban,
you do though.
If they ban alts, I'm just quitting altogether.
Yeah, but I at the same time I see your point.
If someone has 20 alts and someone has 5 alts and someone has no alts, I mean, they're going to get to the end game real quick versus someone else who's not doing that. So there's your
and that is definitely true to a certain extent for buildings and other things when it comes to research and buffs, and I mean there's so much more than alts can provide. I do think the alts give I know for people that have a lot of them, I know people in this room, they share a lot of their alts with other people. They run a lot of alts for other people. So I think what Evony thinks is we're selling and making money off those alts, when in fact we're just trying to help our team so we can have a bigger team to play with and have fun with. And I think that's the misguided, crackdown on. There are probably we know there are groups that are spamming in your world chat to buy resources and those things. Sure, go ahead, crack down on that stuff. That's not helping anybody. But they don't know how to differentiate those two. So I think we're all caught up in some of that, again, the money grab, but they don't realize the money that some people are spending on those alts that they're actually losing out on. So I actually think they were going to calm down on these things. It was a one-time thing. Don't quote me on it, because if you get banned, I don't want to be mad at me, but I think it's probably going to be okay. Too late. You heard it here on the stream. I think going forward, I think you're probably okay. Test the waters a little bit, but I think you're probably okay to move forward with the way you used to play.
I will say, even if you're running 10 alts and you're not coining a crazy amount, it is still really hard to unlock all the T15s.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's more than just alts that create that gap. But
I don't know. It's
gold.
talking about.
What's that, Coke?
I don't have any alts. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I know. No, I know. Actually, nobody in here. No hoes. No hoes are authorized to have alts. So.
No hoes have side hoes.
That's right. No side hoes.
No ads.
So is it your alt alliance, NSH, no side hoes?
Yeah. Hey, I like that. I might just. Yeah, there might be an alliance here.
That's going to be 1 kick charge per use.
Side hoes.
Well, I know I said it in chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now that next time there's some kind of pink gem scandal, I'll pink gem, I will pack load, I will do everything, and at the same time I'm gonna build like 50 alts, and then once they take my troops, then I'm gonna clear my alts, and then they can ban all my alts, but I'm just gonna build my troops back.
Hell yeah, I said the same thing.
I literally, that created a gap in its own.
For sure.
Going back to that.
Huge.
And then, now they got this other gap that's just going to be ridiculous because, at the end of the day, if they ban all the alts, I mean, I don't have any alts. Like, legitimately, I don't have any alts.
Mm-hmm.
I just coin,
Mm-hmm.
and I clear farm or clear people that aren't bubbled and shit like that. So, but that's how I get mine. So if they clear alts, all it's going to do, because a lot of the people that have all the alts, 30 alts, 40 alts, are people that don't coin a lot. So if they take those away, it's just going to make that gap even bigger.
Yep.
I mean, it's just, and that's what I think they want to do.
I wouldn't say that people that have alts don't coin a lot. You got to spend to maintain alts in one, and then the other thing is there's a lot of things in the game that you don't get from alts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Aptoid helps out with those alts. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Should we do a commercial quick? Commercial break? No, I was kidding. Yeah.
I mean, even if you're rallying bosses and you're joining the bosses with those alts, I mean, you have to purchase that stamina. It's not free.
Right.
It still adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're not coiners, but if you're coining on an alt, it's different than if you're coining on your main. Because if I coin on my main, I get civ gear, I get march speed ups, I get additional resources and all this other stuff that help build my main.
Right.
If you're just coining on an alt, you're just really trying to get stamina, and a lot of that stuff, unless you want to use all your way bills to send 1 hour healing speed ups to yourself. It doesn't really help your main account when it comes to competition with buffs and the overall strength of your defense and stuff.
Yeah, the gap happens when you've maxed everything and you're just putting on weight. I mean, that's where the gap there just solidifies itself. It's not only buffs. Once you're coined and got to those civ gear and all the buffs and all the other things you're talking about there, and then you're clearing alts purely to put into troops. It's that's where even the bigger gap happens too. So 90 billion guys, those are the guys that they can't get there on farming and doing it individually or even purchasing. I mean, you just can't do it. Trust me.
Well, you can when you're pack loading, $5,000 a week in pink gems.
All right, there's a few guys and gals. No one in this room.
I don't know if you all saw the new sub spot that went in the auction the other day.
Yeah.
Last I saw it, it was like at 130 million.
Wouldn't that kick you right in the balls if next week they still only have 12 and now you've got 11 or something? Or sorry, you've got 10 and they have 11 is max. Everybody can get it.
Oh my gosh.
I would just die laughing.
I'm really hoping that they go off of VIP for another slot.
I mean, they have to have the rank thing like they do now for the slot. If you're not a VIP, obviously the people need to do that, but that has to be a part of it again, I would think, right?
Well, I'm only 1 million points from 24, so.
Oh, Mr. Bigwig.
Yeah, Mr. Howdy Do. Well, and tomorrow, will they release the new levels? And some of the people that have, like I'm looking right now, Nars is at 39 million. Does he automatically get a 10th slot?
It'd be nice if it was retroactive for those people.
Yeah. Well, usually that stuff is. And that goes to the merging issues too. There's all sorts of merge issues, but that's one of them that, people talk about newer servers that don't have the opportunity to build up that rank. As soon as they get merged, they lose that sub slot. So we'll see what, merges are just not a fun thing to do. I know many of you have been part of them.
No.
I've been screwed over by that. We've been screwed over so hard.
Yeah.
So VIP. So VIP 19 gave you a permanent regent.
I think it was it 18 or 19?
It's 19.
19. Yeah.
So I'll guess probably 22, 23 for one.
And then 25 for the second
Another one? Maybe. Unless they upgrade it. Who knows?
So nobody will get 10 and 11? Yeah, we'll see.
What if they make you upgrade that building, your base of the sub-city building in your keep?
Your bunker.
Your bunker.
Yeah. Useless building. But the building in your keep where you go view all your subs, what if that now has to be upgraded in order to get additional sub slots?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Or it's a new part of one of these buildings they're adding in that somehow you got to upgrade or add some new reagent. Yeah, it'll be fun to see what. We'll have to get on stream tomorrow and talk about your feelings about what they actually release tomorrow on these buildings.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that they release some tech in the old academy to help the smaller players.
It said that there was some defense stuff in the academy.
The original
Or-
academy or the new one?
It just says
That's
academy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they put it in the military academy and all these guys that are non-quinners that are small, they're not going to be able to unlock that either. So it's just going to fuck them even more.
They did differentiate because the one, the melee formation stuff says military academy.
Okay.
But then they did say new defense advances in the research, defense advance in the academy to further improve defense level. So, but again, that, I'm sorry to say, but all those that have a max military academy also have the academy, like Duka. Duka's gonna have some buffs tomorrow, like you can't believe. He's already got freaking 223 tech power, don't you?
Yeah, I am maxed.
Yeah. See, so again, it doesn't. Whatever helps the little guy helps the big guys too, and that's the gap problem. It's just a problem.
What if they limit what you can take off of a small keep if you're a big keep?
Yeah, that's what. We were talking about that. I think they could do that. They could effectively put some sort of game buff on those smaller keeps that wouldn't allow us to.
As long as they don't
bully
go
'em.
over 30.
Just to help you. Okay.
Yeah.
Put in your request. Could be 28. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's going to be fun to see. I just don't think there's going to be as many people quitting as are saying on all the chats that I'm reading. Goku's not quitting.
Most of my players are waiting until the update rolls out, and then they're going to make a decision.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then also, if it gets bad, I like the people I'm with. The clan that I'm with is great, so I'm just gonna stick with them until it slowly dies away.
Yep. I think that's what a lot of people are gonna do. And hey, I will tell you, if it goes to the crapper and we're all having it's no fun anymore, I think we just have to find a way. Besides freedom, we're gonna have to come up with a contest for a new way to go out with a bang. SVS zeroing. How many SVSs can you make before you're out of troops? Stuff like that. Stuff that's.
Oh, that'd be fun.
One.
Just one.
Well, with 80 million rally, it would be. Who knows?
Not day one. That's not.
Well, but and just raid the 1100 SVS servers. We're good. I can last a few.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Or yeah, better yet, is this an opportunity for all of us in this chat right here to start new accounts on server 1526?
Oh my god.
I am going to be the biggest T-point trap ever seen in your
Don't
life.
chicken out. Let's do it.
Yeah. So I got an odd question.
Okay.
So when K40 came out, there was basically you had to purchase K36 by developing to whatever it was, 5.8 million powered generals to build the victory column.
Yep.
So what's going to be the purchase now? Are you going to have to, are you going to have to build two, 10.5, million power generals?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause if you think about it, for the first year, it was so difficult for anybody that did coin. Most people couldn't get there until they increased the dragon level.
Right.
And when they increased the dragon level, you started to see more K36 because now you could get that 5.8. So what's going to be that?
Good point.
That, immediate purchase that's required for, K41.
And are they going to increase Monarch then to 45?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't give away your monarch gear to all those people that.
I've been
really
giving my
begged.
Monarch. I've been giving my Monarch gear to everybody.
That was your first mistake.
But I got more than I need.
You
Don't
think
you
so?
learn that
You
you
think
have
so?
to be a whore? Girl?
I get. Let's see. How much do I have here?
Yeah, let's look.
I got like 6 billion. So
Let's see. I have 600,000 5,000s.
That's a lot of math. Somebody.
yeah, that's
42.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Yes, Ganj will be here for.
gotta carry this.
That's 3 billion. Well, 3 trillion. Actually. No, 3 billion.
All I remember is I had I think I was Monarch 38 when day of release last time. I'm not going to be close to that now. I don't think. I don't know why.
I should be able to get
Well, it's
Monarch
about
45 right away.
You think?
What was
Yeah,
Monarch
we're gonna
40?
check in
Is
with you
200
tomorrow.
200 mil.
Well, last time I got the Monarch 40, and I still had like crazy amounts left. So
All right.
Really?
we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. I
Actually,
can show you.
just send us
if I
your
can-
credit card if you want to take a break. We'll
Keep it warm.
yours too, Duca. Yeah. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it'll
Well,
be
it's
interesting to
nice
see how
chatting
far
with
those
you.
things will get.
I gotta go bartend. It was nice chatting with you all.
Yeah, good to see you. Good talking with you,
Bye.
Kelsey. Yeah, it'll be. You see, these are the kind of things, the decisions they make. I really wish they would add, when they add new things, add a reagent that we can't all just have. Because again, that gap tomorrow is going to be out of the gate. I know. I
Huge
potentially,
already.
Gauzy's going to have, level 45 gens. And if you don't think that's a big impact on his solos, you're crazy. Or in his rallies, I mean, you're nuts.
And there
it's
are also
insane.
going to be higher levels dragon skills, right?
Yeah,
Probably to 45 too.
Yeah, I think so. And I please just everybody put their
Spirit
minds together and don't allow dragons to go to level 20. I just don't want to feed them. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, it's not going to be their levels. I think you're going to be able to upgrade the book thing so you can
The talent.
get a higher tier something. Yeah. So
Yeah, but
along
why
with
wouldn't
Spirit,
they? They would probably
them.
pair that with new level dragons. No, I'm hoping not.
No.
Okay, good.
I think I've read that specifically they're not going up in level.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you. They listened. Maybe
Do
not.
they then?
Rest assured.
Maybe my up arrow really worked, or my down arrow.
Well, what's crazy is I wonder, 'cause I don't know who everybody faces, but we face Neff and SVS this weekend, and I'm guessing that there's going to be at least one, if not two, K45s.
Oh,
And
for sure.
SVS.
We
Wow.
go up against 118. I don't. They've got obviously some spenders, but not those kind of guys. I don't think.
No.
When do you guys believe the first K45 will be?
Tomorrow.
Seriously?
No.
Yeah.
No
9 a.m. tomorrow.
I was
no.
K40 in 6 hours after it was released.
Oh my god. I
Oh
hate you.
I don't think it'll be the same.
Accountant 1010.
I don't know how far I can get, but I won't be K45 tomorrow. But there will be a few. I guarantee it. It'll be how many are going to be in All Stars next All Stars. I remember there was a small number of us that were K40 in the first All Stars after K40 released.
Holy shit.
It'd be Bob and Rhythm and
Yeah, those guys
And
will.
then what? Next Asters within 100 days or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the same thing. And it didn't, I would say at the time, it didn't make a huge difference. I mean, there was obviously a difference, but it was more about, you were the rally setter if you had the biggest rally, Warhol or whatever. But that was a bigger thing than even the buffs. But we'll see. Yeah, there'll definitely be a 45 tomorrow.
They're releasing it. We're sure they're releasing it tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
The email before said that it'll be tonight at reset.
Yeah, they're going to shut down the servers at some weird ass time, and then for the patch.
Well, actually, tomorrow, you know what? Now that you mention that, is that actually... So it's 2:10 a.m. GMT, which is... Ansh, that's your GMT, aren't you?
What time? I didn't check.
2:10 a.m. Are you guys GMT? You and Chris?
GMT plus 2.
I
Plus
am.
2?
I
Okay.
am GMT.
She is
yeah,
plus 1.
Okay.
So it's going to be like basically like server time hour before
Or an hour after.
or less. Yeah.
I
So
think
they're gonna-
I bet you they do
shut
a
it down an hour
update.
before reset.
Yeah, or they're
Yes,
going
I
to
am,
reset
or-
and they're going to do an update. One of the two. I don't know which, but
Yeah. I need to read where was it.
it was in the mail right before the.
Oh yes. Oh,
It's
that's
before, yeah.
She's not real good at
1 hour
math
before.
for all the listeners.
Yeah.
We'll help her.
But that's I am. So they
She's really good at
think.
taking T11s. Wait,
No, I'm
there's
just saying,
3.5K people are really happy about the maintenance email versus 2.2K that are unhappy about it, but then the next they're super unhappy about it.
Oh my God.
So funny.
Because the mail was
much
like
people
hour
do?
later.
It is the alts. Like Meat said, that's the same number.
So they maintenance said it's going to be midnight to 2 a.m. So that's not tomorrow. That's like
Like in
wait,
3-4
what day is
hours, right?
today? Well, yeah.
What time is it there? Just I can do the math for you. what time is it there, Chris?
It's
What?
no, Chris have different hour. It's 10 p.m.
1 hour more than.
Yeah, so you're 11
GMT
hours.
plus 2.
So it's 11 there, right? So
It's 11, yeah.
No, it's
so
10.
in 3 hours is when they're going to release the maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Is that right?
I will enjoy people who don't put 3-day bubble to see.
They'll give you an hour bubble or
Or
a
die. Yeah,
24. Yeah, so
Really
that
well
actually, you're right. That's not actually coming at reset. This is before reset.
Mhm.
Is that right?
This is so yes.
Yeah, 3-4 hours.
So in
from
how
now.
many hours? Three
3 hours. Yeah.
3 hours, yeah.
It's going to take
So-
60 minutes plus Evony time. So probably 3-4 hours.
Exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say we need to have a bet on under over for 60 minutes.
Right, right.
I kind of want to be awake so when it does, so I can find whatever bug I can to help me benefit me.
Hey, if
Like,
this...
like remember when they released that construction lady? It was on for like just 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, Zarina took
Yeah,
advantage.
I got 15 of them.
Oh. Nobody told me about it, so I was...
Oh, we were
I
spamming it
told
on
you,
your
you-
thing.
You've been sleeping.
On Discord, yeah.
Probably sleeping.
Well, if that's your
You-
problem.
Dylan,
There you go. Don't
I
sleep.
think they
Problem solved.
Yeah, sleeping for the week.
my button.
Well, it sounds like we might have to get on stream late tonight, early in the morning for you GMTers.
It's going to be 2 a.m.
You guys should stay up. You do it for like battlefields and stuff. Come on.
No, not in the middle of the week.
Think of the T11s.
We
I
could
don't even know what day is today.
we could get on stream and talk about when it's actually, like Zarina said, we could do the over under and like some sort of payout. Waiting, just waiting.
Start putting bets on.
Yeah.
About
No, I
what
think
they're
a
gonna
better
do.
idea is somebody else watches it and just sends a message on the Discord when we should all get on and check it out.
Yeah, I can't watch. I don't want to look.
Keep refreshing.
Just let us know.
Yeah. You know who I haven't heard from today and is like, I need to know what he's doing is Lion. Hello, Lion, are you out there? If he thinks he's,
Where
if he
is
thinks he's
Lion?
doing it, he
Yeah.
probably already freed him and I don't even know it. He knows I'd hunt him down. Yeah, I would hunt his ass down. Well, he's still here.
Yeah.
He's still full size. So all right, we're good. We're good. My world
I
is complete.
haven't heard him yelling yet.
Yeah. If he was here, we wouldn't all be talking. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
He'll have a good take on it. I think he's gonna be fine. He's
He pushed a lot. 18.
yeah, he went
Jump.
up. He went up in power
Oh.
recently.
I'm so building myself siege tomorrow.
Yeah? Which ones?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
15s.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Only 6
That's a-
million here.
That's a big jump. Well, just think now you can push to T16s.
Unless I wake up after that maintenance and I'll be half size, then I build 11s.
Do you think it's actually legitimately a push when it's gonna take like, I don't know, 3-4 years?
Oh my god.
It'll be interesting.
I've-
So any bets on any of you guys when you think you might get to K45?
think my grandchildren can hit it.
Is it like you're going to give it to in the will? You're going to will the account? So.
Yeah, I told you, this game's not for us. It's for our children. We're building it for them.
Invest in the future.
Yeah.
This
is like a 401k.
Love it.
I'm gonna teach my cat play.
The return on
The return of investment is just dumb.
Yeah. No, it's big. You can really zero somebody at that point. Big zero.
Generational wealth right here.
What do you think? Do you think 6 months? Like Duca, you're a good. What do you think?
No.
How long?
No. I didn't even open Archer T15, so no, for me.
I'm just trying to keep 40.
2 years.
I think the T16s are. I mean, that's going to be a lot longer time for most.
Yeah.
But keep 45.
Nah. I don't know, but not maybe a year, but not less.
How about you, Meet?
But they're going to add new buildings too. Like,
yeah,
we're going to have to build those new buildings to see if we
I
even need them.
I have a wall 39. I didn't even did my wall, so nah.
Yeah.
That's.
I'd say if I get K45, it's going to probably be at least a year or two. I mean, I don't have I only got 2 15s unlocked because when I built the rally leader, so it was pretty much keep level, academy, rally spot, and then obviously the marketplace, war hall, and embassy.
Yep.
I didn't even touch my troop buildings till I got to 40, and I didn't even start working on T15s till I maxed my MA research. No, my MA research.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that the troop tiers is not as important as the overall buffs. I mean,
I agree.
I just scored pretty damn good in All Stars, and I've got siege and ground, and that's about it.
Yep. I think that's the other interesting thing this opens up. I know at the time, Lion and I made a conscious decision to do some of those same things. It was, okay, what are you going to push? What am I going to push? Because typically we're running the rallies, we're doing, driving the team to do the things. So he did full research. I did keep in rally spot, not to, mention that we don't still use that rally spot. So I think he made out better earlier on than I did. But, that's the other thing to consider too, as an alliance, looking at what buildings you're going to work on. Like your point of, the T16s probably aren't that important, continuing to work on research in those buildings that help you with your defense as well as your research. Now, survivability for your, say, 10 bill, 15 bill keeps now in Battlefield, it might be more beneficial for them to work on internal, some of those buildings that they're going to add, or some of that research, as opposed to just adding to that attack buffs. You want them to survive during, be able to eat a rally instead of having to move so much, or when you get port locked, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how those things are going to impact the team play too. So I would look that as an alliance and as a group into your individual server to figure out, how do we work off each other's strengths and weaknesses and see what to do there. And this T1 thing will be interesting to see if that modifies or not. But anyway.
Do you think they're going to try to push a merger before Shallons or after Shallons? Because obviously before Shallons would kind of mess it up, but I do see at least some kind of merge coming.
I don't think they'll merge right now after release. I think they will potentially do it after Shallons before All Stars, maybe. But I don't know, qualifiers for All Stars doing a merge, that can be a little hairy too. There's never a good time, honestly, but maybe. I just think they'd be tackling too much, because I think all that maintenance they're doing to merge servers, and they end up, inevitably screwing things up, trying to juggle that with potential, not to mention they might have some bugs. I don't know. Fixing those and getting updates rolled out on such a big release, I don't think they'll try to. If it were me running their department, I wouldn't be trying to roll all that out at once, but that probably means they're going to do it. So you might be right. I don't know.
They roll a whole bunch of crap out at once.
Yeah. Just so we maybe don't find it all.
Yeah. Well, the only thing they care that works when they roll out an update's the buy button.
Right.
It's the only thing that they care that works.
True.
Everything else will find form and they'll fix when they need to.
You're starting to sound a little negative. I don't know. This is not like you, me, man.
No, I'm forward to being able to report at some point. I've never done that before, so
no, it could be a new
outside of
feature.
SBS.
Still, I want to actually
I
try
will
it
be
in
looking.
Battlefield, but All Stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting. Couple hours, 3-4 hours from now, we should hopefully know something.
Maybe they will let us play with each other finally. In something.
Yeah, maybe
like
they.
Huns or something
Yeah, the
like
Hun invasion. I honestly, if they had the Hun invasion, I think that would be so much fun. Something expanded Hun that we could just pop on and do, like, you know, pick up teams and do little pickup battlefield kind of things. Instances.
Battlefield
What are they doing
and
with
teach
Undead?
the team.
What's the question about Undead?
Is there something being changed with Undead?
Yeah, the new
Yes.
level.
Hardcore mode, right?
Hardcore mode, yeah.
I wish they would do that with like all the events. Give like these Vikings, give us like Insano mode or something like that.
Yes. No, it would be much more impactful if they did the Vikings. I mean, but that would just make too much sense.
They were bosses on test server when I was there. They had gold Cerberus, and they were basically like we have Cerberus with speeds. They just were dropping gold. And that was 2 days extra event of those. They were really nice.
Wait, this is recently?
Nah, that was when K40 update dropped on test server.
Okay. Anybody got? I do have a beta account somewhere. I should actually, a couple hours I'll know.
I do.
Why bother? But
I do have, but I don't know how to log into that anymore.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We're just gonna
One
wait.
question I have.
Yeah.
One question I have is T17s even going to be worth it? Because
16.
when they rolled 16, sorry. Are they going to even be worth it? Because when they rolled the 15s out, the only thing I noticed a huge difference in is solos. As far as rallying.
Yeah, I think it won't be as impactful. I don't think the 15s were as impactful, honestly, except for defense. I still don't use them except for ground clears. But
I was toying with the fact of never going T15 and just growing power, and I almost feel like I should have just gone power because I could have got a lot more out of it than the 15s offer. I
would highly recommend the power over the 15s, right? I don't know about now, what they're going to change as far as mechanics, but I was always of that opinion. So
yeah. Well, going forward, going forward, I have 3 of the 15s unlocked, so I'm going to go pushing power. I'm not even going to attempt the 16s until my tech's maxed, and if I proceed with the game, obviously. But
yeah. Just hold the door open.
Well,
yeah, and
I think
about... Go ahead.
I would say it was off topic, but I would say I've always thought that if they're going to start really trying to push for money, that they should do something. I know you just mentioned it, Hefe, that about like being able to create your own battlefield team. Like I've talked about it in other groups. It's like, what if on Saturdays you could build your own team and everybody, for $4.99, you could buy a battlefield pass and create your own team.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we could all merge, but see, like, take that money and make it fun. Don't make it, you got to fucking grind and you got to spend and you got to buy and you got to do this. Like, so that way you could create your own team to go in the battlefield.
Maybe the top 5 finishers in SVS get the opportunity to go do that the next weekend or something. Merge and have an epic server war or something with randos. I don't know. Yeah, something. I agree.
Or make server war, with 4 servers.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just one.
Challenge style servers.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've had some good ones here lately. It's just like you have 4 servers and be able to, just go have fun because, they've, obviously devalued healing, and they're really working on that in SVS. It's like the only positive thing. But now that the people that couldn't afford the souls before can afford them, they can't afford to take a hit,
right?
You know, because they're just going to get zeroed at 3 or 4 or 5 billion. Just going to get fucking zeroed. So
right.
Oh, there's no SBS for them anymore, for sure.
No.
Everybody gets troubles.
Does anybody by chance know how much Monarch XP it costs from 35 to 40?
You're doing some math, aren't you?
39 to 40 is like 270, I think. 270 million.
Okay, yeah. So I have 3.5 billion total. So if I have enough, I'll show you guys.
Okay. Yeah, do track that. Do a little, just mark down what it took to go from 40 to 41.
Yeah, I'll screenshot it.
Yeah, perfect.
So I think each level's about 20% different. So, if it's 270 million for 39 to 40, then you can figure it's about
310.
350.
Oh, that much, yeah.
Yeah, it could be 54 million for 41 to 42 then, from 40 to 41.
Oh, so, I see, double plus 20% or something.
Yeah, plus 20%. Yeah, it's gonna be like 20% of.
Yep.
In addition, so 270 and then 238 or whatever it is. Can't do math that quick, but
yeah, it's a lot of math.
So you'd be like 338, and you're gonna be up 400.
That in itself creates a gap. I know we talked about it a little bit before, but those generals really create a big gap.
Yeah, if I have it, like I said, I'll show you the screenshots in the inbox tomorrow.
Perfect. You can just put them on the Discord.
All right, I'll put it on host chat.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and a lot of those things, I would tell everybody to, not open anything today. I think I mentioned this before. Wait till tomorrow to open up any optionals that you still have, other things that you might have been hoarding. Even your boss stuff or your boss drops that you got today, those could change and be more, especially your general bosses. Those would probably go up, I would hope. Yeah, so any of those things I would just hang on to and open up after the update.
Maybe 1 week, not 1 day. I will wait 1 week.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad.
Crazy, then wait.
No.
I don't know if I'd wait that long because they might nerf them.
Yeah,
maybe. They realize they upped them too much.
Yeah.
You got about 8 minutes.
Right. 8 minutes. Oh shit. I remember the tax glitch. Yeah.
It takes them 8 minutes to figure out any glitch or issue with the game that costs them money. But if it's your March getting stuck on 0 and All Stars, dude, it takes
80 days,
weeks, months, years. Yeah.
Just share it on the Ho Discord. I'm sure we don't have any spies. Come on.
Yeah, we will be waiting on the call.
I'll share it there now. So I'm still trying to get back items that from that first preliminary round of All Stars when everybody's marches were getting locked up. They give me back like maybe 25% or 30% of what I used, and I'll share. This is my most recent. Like I'm still I'm sharing in Discord here.
You guys are hardcore. I should do more of that stuff. I don't go back and I don't know. Can't be bothered. But then I see all the shit you guys get back and I'm like, what the hell?
I've been pretty successful if you don't stop.
Fuck. You started off by saying fuck off. I don't know. Does that work?
Yes, it does. So you can read the whole thing out loud.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is so good.
I probably won't read all that, but let's just say that Meat Man is very colorful when he's asking for his rewards. It's crafty. I think Zarina might have a version of that we could do as like a PC with her communication background, she could help us out with the.
DM is saying that you can download the new version on Aptoid and Apple. Double check. Maybe that's true.
Ooh,
Just
really?
add please after fuck off. And
Yeah,
you'll be good.
or even before. Please fuck off. I knew you'd have
I
a
do
better
like how
version.
they. I
So
do
that
like
is
how
sweet.
they say, "Delete." We understand how you feel after that.
The funny part is, look at that. Thank you for your kind understanding. Like, if you just read that, you think it's kind understanding. So it's all crossed in stars, like they do when you say that shit in Alliance chat. Or
Yeah, they've
World
got
chat.
a filter. I can't even read this guy's mail. He's got so many.
They call it.
Did you guys hear?
filter.
You can update your game.
I
No.
couldn't. I just
Yeah,
looked.
on Apple, you can now. 4.50 is available.
Really?
So
I'm
also,
downloading it right now.
also, Pink Gems available in English language to purchase. So that's interesting. That must be a few. Oh shit! Oh, I see my Pink Gems. I have 6.
Yeah, you now I had a few Pink Gems, and I was able to purchase with Pink Gems in American language.
Yeah, I did see that. They keep asking me, you want to use your Pink Gems? And I'm like, I got 6. What can I buy for that? Nothing. Can you just-
T1 Troop.
This actually, now it's just annoying me that I have an extra click to do whenever I do some purchasing. For some reason, I can't get the update. I don't see.
Check BlueStacks too. I think they have it too.
Notice the stream just got quiet. Maybe I got to
Everybody's downloading.
I'm so
Buffering.
nervous right now.
Here's the best way to do it: is just delete the app and.
Oh, it's
Oh, you said delete the app.
yeah, Goku. He doesn't. He doesn't
But
know.
before you delete it, make sure I have the login.
Yeah, don't. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I have 4.5 out.
Yeah.
Mine's not working. It must be regional.
I have it right now. It's downloaded.
Same.
What, do you live down the street from me or something?
Yeah. No, just type Evony in the App Store, like you're gonna go look it up or something, and that's how I always get it to toggle. Because otherwise, it doesn't say an update until I do it.
Okay. Learning something here.
You gotta trick it.
Sometimes you have to trick it. I see an ad for Evony that just says open.
Yeah, 3 hours
Oh.
ago there was a version.
I
of
do have
4.5
update too.
still was released.
Yeah, in Aptoid you have the update.
It's loading.
It loaded.
I got 4 point.
Yeah, I mean it says an app store.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
I will do that on my stack.
You guys can all see my stream here. I can't get this fucker to work.
Shit, hell yeah! I'm K45 now, guys. Unlocked in T16 now.
It had to be the ticket, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm updated. I don't have the option to upgrade my keep.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
like
because the
behind.
server-
You've got the new app, but the server's not updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what they probably did? They probably released that 4.5, and then there's going to be a patch because it said something about a patch.
Yeah.
So they release the new update, and then they'll patch in the new items later.
Server side patch. Yeah. So you've got what you probably need on your phone, but it won't be available till they get server side. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you guys are ahead of me.
Slow.
I'm already losing.
It's loading so slow.
Yeah, I'm already K45, guys. You guys are way behind.
Gauzy's Monarch 46.
I'm just going to go in and try to upgrade buildings. Maybe you'll get lucky and you don't need resources for the first.
I'm porting over to your
15
server right now.
minutes.
Yeah.
Do it. It wouldn't be the first time you were here.
That's right. Or the last. T11 up in 3, 2, 1.
Still confused. Hey, stop! I'm getting excited.
A few of my team members said you could upgrade it this morning, but there was nothing that was different about the game.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I think it's server side that'll have to change, but that's good though. At least you we're able to get an update. I think you're right, though. There'll probably be a patch to like enable it.
And maybe that will happen at reset.
Yeah.
All right, which one of you is a hacker that could make them patch all of us to K45?
I don't know anything about
I don't
that.
know anything. I don't know anything about hacking. Taking advantage of glitches? No, we're talking.
Yeah, that's a whole different chat. I've never been a part of that.
Sorry, I only play by the
I
terms.
just remember.
You only pay by the what?
The terms of service.
See, right.
I'm a rule follower.
It's safer. Safer that way. Not as much fun, but it's safer.
Remember that day when Anne's was there, and I was like, "Hey, is your screen turning red?" And she's like, "Yeah, but I don't know what's happening." And I was like, "I'm scouting you." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Scouting you."
That's how
she's like, "Get on the call. Get on the call."
Yeah, that's how it started. Because then all of a sudden, my alarm system went off at my house, and my phones were ringing and everything. And then finally, I went and checked my phone. I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" She's like, "You gotta log on."
Yeah.
Meet's here. He's scouting me. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
The
I
Goku
started
showed up. I mean, it was
calling him,
history after that.
Yeah, I started calling him. He was like, "You have to stream that shit. This is hilarious. We can just,
We did
do
stream
those
it for a
things."
little bit. We did stream it for a little
Yes,
bit.
we did.
It was too
We
good.
did have fun.
We streamed was the following
until
day
I
on
figured
Reddit.
it out.
Everybody losing their mind.
I think I went to sleep that night like at 5 a.m. or something like that after all of this. Whole night.
Well, you know what was really
asking.
funny about that whole thing was I went back and watched, I think we had 5 or 6 hours of just straight raw video on that. And the number of times that we actually exposed additional bugs that it took us like 2 or 3 hours to figure them out. As I went back and watched, I'm like, oh my God, we just did it right there, but none of us noticed. And then finally we sort of found them all, but man, that was fun. Super funny to watch.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
I
we weren't
just remember.
exploiting anything. We were testing bugs.
That's right. Yeah. We were on beta, some alternate servers. It's all
We
above
were
board.
trying to help. We were just trying to help.
Yep.
I was just testing the buffs of servers 1,000 plus.
This is why you guys can't leave, because if there's another opportunity like that, I mean, you wouldn't want to miss it. So
It's more content.
I'm not ever letting you rally me again.
just a test. Just a test.
No.
Brokeback Ebony.
I do definitely let Goku do that.
That's only Battlefield, though.
Yes.
So if we all wake up tomorrow and they give us a free pass to move to whatever server we want, what are we gonna do?
Ooh.
Oh well, we're going to have date on 160.
We're going to C5.
Yeah, we'll go C5 for sure. I think that'd be the play. We'll open up the throne. 30 days we'll have a team together. Then you can go spend. What's the alternate alliance name again?
Didn't they say that they're going to change throne?
Yeah,
Make it
so
easier.
we're going to do something.
So you don't have to sit there for 6 hours suffering.
Is that what it was?
I think so. It said something about reducing the time.
Yeah, there was something in there. What was that?
I fell asleep when I was trying to become king myself.
Oh my God, I forgot to give king to somebody this week. I was a little busy.
Do you remember you reported to the throne with us?
Yeah. Wait, where is that in the mail?
To ascend the throne sooner, the monarch will adopt advanced kingdom. Oh, maybe. I don't know what to ascend the throne sooner means. It's in the second paragraph.
Why not NA?
To ascend the throne sooner, the monarch will adopt the advanced kingdom system, announcing comprehensive political. Jesus, we're gonna actually have to vote on people and.
If the smoke comes out black, you're not it.
So no longer do I just get to like kill everybody and take the throne.
Is that what you do?
All the time. Just destroy them all. Yeah.
When did you last time played SVS?
I played for an hour last SVS.
You played Throne with us.
Yeah, I did. I took the throne.
Wait,
or actually, Chris took
I have
the throne.
Sophie. Yeah, I have Sophie with you. Look.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at me there. I'm on 176. I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys were at SVS taking throne, and I think Meatman came to visit too.
Chris was sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a different
Thank
one.
you, baby.
That was a different one. I think.
Hefe, have you maxed all your dragons yet?
No. Jeez, don't. That hurts. I don't even want to think. No, I haven't. It's really actually pretty sad for how long. I just did my ground dragon. I think that was my first. No, I got the arch dragon. Yeah, that was my second dragon. But I still don't have the arch. I don't have Ladon maxed. I got too many damn dragons.
Level the ones in your pasture first. It's pretty easy. Not that you use them.
But why? Yeah, I was gonna say.
You get that extra 5% buff. That dragon decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they would actually do something. You know that extra gear you have in the inventory, the blue gear and the purple shit.
Yeah.
I actually wish they do something with this because I could scroll through that 3 days now, I think.
The purple and blue shit.
Yeah, I would love to get rid of that, but I just don't have energy in me to click on this.
I put in a request to do that in their Discord, a suggestion. They obviously didn't listen to me.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't think they read that thing anymore. You'd think that would be exactly where they get that stuff, but I don't know that they do much with that. I don't even think they have a moderator in there anymore.
Probably not. I was thinking if they were to use it for anything, I would assume they'd use it to look at who's using BlueStacks and Mimu and fucking delete all those accounts.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I could be playing another game or something. Actually, you can shut that off so you're not showing what you're doing. Pretty easy.
How do you do that?
It's in your Discord settings. You can just shut off your activity or what you're... I shut mine off a while ago.
Good to know.
So it doesn't say porn all the time. It gets weird.
Well, we're still gonna play in porn, Evony.
Evony porn.
Porn.
Yes.
It's called Civ Gear.
All day.
Favorite part of this game. Yes.
That's right. Well, I think maybe we'll finish this out. I think anybody got any parting words? Otherwise, I'm gonna put you guys on mute and do a close, and then maybe we'll do this again later if it's not too late in the night or early in the morning for people. I'll hop on. If you guys see me streaming, you're welcome to come back and chat.
I got parting words for Evony. You can suck my left nut.
And the right.
And the right.
Sounds good. Anybody else?
And the ass.
And the
Wait,
ass.
you found your right nut?
You finally found the right nut. This is all very informative stuff, guys. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go, but thanks for joining in, making it a fun...
Thank you, Hefe.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have fun. Bye, guys.
We'll talk to you. Bye-bye. All right. Yeah, I think that was a lot of fun. Very informative. Honestly, I know we hopped around topics, but I think we covered what we needed to there. Really, it comes down to what's important in the game to you. If your goal was to get K40 and all the T15s, and then you're going to rule the world, you're going to have to reevaluate that. Is that really a legit thing that you want to do? And if it is, that's great. Keep working at it. But now your next goal is K45 and those T16s and all those new buildings and new buffs. But that's okay. I mean, it's nothing new. We're all just pushing forward, trying to grind out and have some fun. But if your goal is to continue to have fun with your team, I think talk about it with your group, talk about it with your alliance, your server. Maybe this changes your dynamics on your server. Maybe you'll have more merges within alliances. Maybe this opens up an opportunity for your server to come together and do different things better or different going forward. Maybe it gets worse. I don't know. I just think these inflection times are fun to think of opportunities, so how you might make it more fun or continue to have the fun you're having. So try to look at it positively. I know it's very depressing thinking about grinding out another set of levels and all the things that we're all trying to do and get better and have fun. But I think at the end of the day, find ways to have fun and stick with your group. And, if it's not, then, take a break, move on to something else. And if you find a new game, let us all know so we can join you. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. We're going to hop on stream maybe if it's a reasonable hour later on tonight to see what the new update brings. Maybe step through some of the keeps. Maybe we'll see how high a Monarch I can get out the gate. I'm definitely not as much as Gauzy. I don't think I added that up, but definitely Gauzy's got me beat there. So hopefully he can tell us what it's going to take to get to Monarch 45. So we will do that. We'll jump on stream, and if you see us out here and you're on the hose, Discord will be streaming from there. And if you're not yet, you can certainly reach out to me _Hefe, Hefe. I believe that's what they changed my ID to in Discord. They went through and changed all those. You can certainly friend me on Discord and ask for an invite. Happy to include you there. We have a lot of fun to talk about lots of things in-game and out-of-game stuff on our Discord channel, which is always entertaining. So you can certainly join us there. Also, don't forget about Aptoid. I know we talk about it. I don't talk about it, I don't think, as much as everybody else, but it is out there, and you'll see it on my stream. Using that promo code LHEFE can save you an additional 5% on any of your in-game purchases using Aptoid. It's a great product, and they will be running some additional percentage savings. I believe on the 26th there's one coming up. I'm waiting for verification from my Aptoid rep. I think some of that information might be out there already, but I haven't found it. So anyway, look for that information to come out as well. So if you're planning to do some purchases, I suspect with this newest update, the Aptoid will be coordinating some additional savings, I'm hoping. So yeah, use that promo code as well if you're looking to save some additional money when you're doing some spending. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I did hear one ding as we're in there, so I appreciate all the subscribes and the likes. Let me know in the comments if you got questions or comments or anything you want to know. We're all here to help, and especially if you're on our Discord, we got a lot of people that know a lot of things, so, and some that don't know so much and still give advice. So anyway, we have a lot of fun, so join us, and hopefully you can grow alongside us. So all right, I'm going to let you all go, and we will talk to you on the next stream.
Nothing can phase us ever. The sky racing by above our heads. We couldn't see the detour up ahead.